Hello, friends. Welcome. I am the Organizer Advisor. I am here to help you enhance your happiness and transform your life. That is my mission. That is my goal and my purpose for my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, to help inspire you. And one of the biggest diminishers of our energy and our enthusiasm is clutter. And today we're going to talk about how to transform all of this clutter, which today are our facial and skincare products and devices, into something very constructive. And we're going to develop a plan on how we can utilize these things so they're not clutter anymore. They're constructive devices with a purpose to enhance our happiness and enhance the way we look and feel. So go get your hydration beverage and we'll sit together and we're going to gather our items and develop a plan on how we can integrate these into our daily health and beauty routines to enhance the way we look and feel. I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, so now that you have your beverage, have a seat, get comfortable, and let's just kind of create a framework. And we're going to have the specific focus today of all of our facial and skincare items. Now, as part of my process, the transformational organization process that I designed, that's free to you, and that we discuss every day, different components. We integrate health and beauty routines into every day. We prioritize self-care. It's not selfishness to self-care. It is necessary to help keep yourself uplifted and to look and feel your best, which is going to increase your positive energy and enthusiasm. So it's purposeful. Now, the problem is that we accumulate a lot of stuff because we buy it with the intention of enhancing the way we look and feel. But it becomes overwhelming. It gets put into cabinets and closets and linen closets and boxes and storage. And then it's clutter because it's not serving a purpose. It's just taking up space. So we're going to transmute that clutter, that just taking up space devices and product, into something that actually works for us. So I want you just to pause the video just for a minute, and I want you to get like a laundry basket, a bin, or a box. I want you to go gather. That's the it's the first step in our organization process. Anything we organize, we gather. So go gather. Take a little walk through your bathroom and look in your kitchen or your bathroom cabinets. Look in your bedroom and your bedroom closet. Look even in your kitchen for supplements that you take for your skincare. Just your product, your devices, and your supplements. Go gather. And then meet me back here and we're going to devise a plan how we're going to use and integrate all of these into your health and well-being routine. Okay? All right. Now that we've gathered everything, we're going to talk for a minute about how these are going to be productive for us. First of all, we have made quite an investment. If you have an LED mask or a little microcurrent device, waxing, a little waxing warmer or, waxing device, you have all these products and gadgets. I mean, seriously, we're talking hundreds of dollars, hundreds. And if they're put into the bottom of a kitchen or a bathroom cabinet and you're not utilizing them, then it is not just clutter, but it's stressful clutter, because every time you look at that, you feel this little pinch of guilt, like, I spent money on that. Why am I not using it? Let me tell you the reason why you're not using it. It's because you don't have a plan. And because you didn't have a plan, you got tired of looking at it, and then what you did is you put it back in a cabinet where it's forgotten about. You probably have found items that you had totally forgotten that you had. But you've made an investment in all of these for the purpose to enhance the way you look and feel. So, what we're going to do, now that we have them all gathered, we're going to look at what the intended use was. Why did you purchase this? And how are you going to integrate it into your health and beauty routines? Now, in our process, we have facial day on Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays and Fridays are the days that I integrate all of these products into my health and beauty routine. That differs daily according to our schedule, but Monday and Friday are facial skincare days. So I want to keep all of these items where I can access them. That's the second barrier as to why we don't utilize these products and devices. It's because we have put them away and we have either forgotten about them or it's just too much work to get to them. So we're going to develop a part of the plan for accessibility. And then lastly, we're going to clean and ensure that these devices work, these products are still good, so that we feel good about using them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to, now that we have them all gathered, we're going to start with the products that we have. Now, when I started this year, and this is 2023, so I gathered all of my facial products, and I was really kind of amazed because I'm almost a minimalist when it comes to product. I don't like to buy too much because when it goes bad and I end up throwing it away because it's rancid, because it has oils in it, I get a little upset because I wasted money, and that really bothers me. I don't like to waste money. So what I did was I had gathered everything in January when we went through our toiletries as part of our thematic organizing. Check out that video, and it's in the playlist on the YouTube channel. And so what I did was I gathered all of my products for facial care, skin care. And honestly, I'll be totally honest. I'm kind of proud of myself because I have used the majority of those products, and now I have reduced it to where I'm not so overwhelmed with product. I think I had like 15 products. Now I have these left. So I have some facial scrub, I have some body scrub, I have some facial oil, and I have some spray oil. I have just a little bit left. This is probably going to be used today. A little anti-wrinkle cream. I have my nighttime mask that I use. I have a little pore minimizer. This is almost empty. So these two I'm going to use first. These are almost empty. Probably in the next day, these are going to be recycled, and now they're not part of the overwhelming clutter. I also have some facial cream. I'm sorry. This is my facial cream that I use at night. And then I cover that cream with my nighttime cream with this, I love this Aquaphor, and it's in a process called slugging because I sleep with a fan on, and that will dehydrate my skin very, very quickly. So I do a process called slugging, which is I put a moisture barrier over my moisturizer so that my skin doesn't dry out at night. And then I have, this is some body cream. So this goes on my elbows, my feet, and my hands before I go to sleep. So that is it. This is it. This is all the product that I have for my facial skincare as far as, well, let's just say face, because I also have my Epsom salts for my bath soak and hand cream for when I'm doing these videos because my hands get really dry. But this has really, reduce the amount of clutter. I've used everything. I threw very little away. And so I'm using everything before the products go bad. When you're talking about cosmetics, they will go rancid rapidly. They don't have a long shelf life because of the oils. You want to do the smell test, which is put a little product on your hand and smell it. If it smells rancid, you don't want to put that on your skin. So I like to have just a few products that I know I'm going to use before they go bad. And then I can buy more. So I'm going to put all of these back in here. I keep these products on a little tray in my bathroom so that it contains the clutter. Trays are great devices. This is a very old milk glass tray I bought at Goodwill. I think I paid $6 for it. But it goes in my bathroom nicely, and let's put this over here. It keeps my facial products contained. So if you have a problem with sprawl, then you want to go ahead and create some sort of device. Now you can buy very inexpensive trays at big box stores or TJ Maxx's or discount stores, but this is just my little milk glass tray. Like I said, I bought this at a thrift store, so I love milk glass, and so I just use this for all of my facial products in my bathroom. Keeps everything contained. A couple other things that I did want to mention. I do have 3 little pore strips and a facial mask as product as well. And so I incorporate these when I have them all together. And you can put them in a little box, bin, or basket as our facial skincare bin basket. You can use these little cardboard boxes. These are very inexpensive, but you can keep all of those together so that when it's your facial skincare day, then you have all of your product in one location. So you're not having to dig through the bathroom cabinetry or the shelves or the linen closet or your vanity to find the product. Have them all together, and then use the almost empties first so you can reduce some of the container clutter. And then when you have everything together, you know where it is, it's accessible, and you're more inclined to use it to enhance the way you look and feel because you know where it is. Okay, so that's all I'm going to talk about on product. Now we're going to move on to devices. Okay, now we're going to start small because these create quite a bit of clutter. We have all of these little gua sha stones and our jade rollers and our little cupping devices and our cleaners, massages. This could be, your microderm, micro needling, whatever product devices that you have that you want to integrate into your facial routine. I use my jade stone, my cupping devices, and my gua sha every day when I do my face yoga, and then I do my facial massage. So I use all of these. Now, I just want to mention, like this little thing, look, it's kind of rusty. So this to me is not something that I'm going to continue to use. So this is probably something that I'm going to purge. I actually may take that jade roller off and turn it into a keychain. I can use some beadwork, and then that way I'm not really wasting that, but it's kind of fun. But this one's in good shape. So I'm going to keep this, but I am going to clean it. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We want to make sure that we do clean all of our facial devices because if we're using something on our face or our skin, we want to make sure that it's sanitary and that we're not contributing bacteria to our skin, because that's going to lead to breakouts. It's going to exacerbate any rosacea that you have, and it's just generally not good for your skin. So you don't want to negate all the positives that you want to do by using devices that are not sanitary. Okay, so a couple of other things that I want to mention. These are, little devices that we just buy on impulse. These are things that we want to be able to see what we have, and then how do we integrate that? If I'm going to use these twice a week, I'm not going to leave them out on my cabinetry. I'm not going to clutter up my bathroom. I'm going to put them in my facial bin, box, or basket so that I can use it twice a week when I want to do my facial. So I have everything together. I take out my bin, basket, or box. Then I have all the products and devices that I need to do my facial, and then I have that dedicated space to put them away when I'm finished. Now, these are the little things, and actually I want to go ahead and clean them now while we talk through some of the larger things. Now, how do you clean your device, your accessories for your facial? I use a flour sack towel, and of course I use my Listerine spray. Now, if you've been on my channel any length of time, you know that Listerine was designed as a surgical sterilizing solution back in the 1800s. It didn't become a mouthwash until like the 1960s, 70s. However, Listerine is an antiseptic, but it's non-toxic. And this is the Listerine brand, Listerine, the regular formula. If you look at the ingredients, you're going to see it's made with a lot of herbs, I think 4 herbs. And this is going to help, plus with alcohol, it's going to help sterilize all of our... So we're going to use our Listerine spray. I spray it on the cloth and get the cloth nice and saturated. You don't want to spray it on any electronic device like your microcurrent or your LED facial mask when it's plugged in, because that's not going to be safe, but also you just want to spray the cloth. It's just easier to do. So I'm going to clean my gua sha stones and my cupping device. You want to do this after every use, because it's just going to make your devices a lot more sanitary and safe to use on your skin, particularly on your face. Now I'm going to spray this a little more and then just clean everything so that you feel good about using it. I use this as like a little massager. It's a scrubber, but it's also great for massage. It has a nice silicone really soft silicone thing, but it feels so good when I'm massaging in my facial oils. So it doesn't have to be a cleanser, it can be a massager. And then this is my little jaw, and I'm just going to spray this because that goes in the mouth and you want to make sure that's clean. I rinse it after I use it, but I want to sanitize it. And I also want to sanitize the case. Okay, so that's all the small devices. Now we're going to move on to our big devices. And these are usually things that we have invested quite a bit of money in, so we want to be good stewards and take care of them so that we capitalize on that investment. But we also want to incorporate them into our plan. So if we have them in a space where we can access them easily. So you want to be thinking, where is a dedicated space in my bathroom or in my bedroom where I can utilize these devices? First, I'm going to talk about this is my MyoLift. This is my microcurrent device. And yes, I do use this twice a week. But this is just one of those specialty items. They're, fairly expensive, but I'm not quite sure if they work. I don't know. I really have only been using this about a month, but I can feel it working, but I don't know what the long-term effects are going to be. But I do keep this in my vanity so that I have access to it. As with any electronic that we talk about, you always want to check for cord safety. Make sure that your cord is not have exposed wires or broken in any way, because that's unsafe, and we want to make sure that everything that we use is safe. So I just wipe this down, but this is a device that I keep handy. I do incorporate it into my facial routine twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, and now I feel like when I use it, I'm going to get my money's worth. It's like, I know I'm incorporating it, I know I'm using it, so it makes me feel good when I use the things that I purchased to enhance my life, to actually enhance my life. Okay, so here's waxer. Again, you want to check your cord. Now, I don't use this every time I do a facial, but I do like having this because it saves me money. So I can do my own waxing of my eyebrows or, other areas. And so that kind of saves me money. And it wasn't a very expensive outlay, but I have all, this little waxer, and I keep it in my linen closet. I keep all of the accessories with it in a little box, so that way I know where it is, and I know when I need it, I have it. So it's something that I'm going to use, maybe not as frequently as twice a week, but I do use it at least once a month. So for me, it saves money. It kind of pays for itself. It's convenient. But if I'm not using it, it's just clutter. Okay? So now we're going to move on to, this is my little eye mask that I use when I'm meditating. It has like flaxseed and rosemary. And my friend Tara makes them. It smells wonderful, but it's like silky soft. So this is so good as kind of an eye pad when I'm relaxing with my meditation practice. And then lastly, this is it, folks. This is all I have that I use for my facial skincare. This is my LED mask. Again, some of these things are, kind of expensive, so we want to make sure that we're using them because we invested money in them, but we also want to make sure that we're keeping them clean and accessible so that we are encouraged to use them. So I actually have a picture that I posted where I'm using this, but again, we want to make sure everything's clean. So my facial routine is I have all my product, I exfoliate, I moisturize, I do my ceramide mask, and then I use my microcurrent, and then I use my LED mask. That's my routine. And then I do a really good moisturizer after all of that. So that is my routine for my Monday and Friday facials. So again, spray the cloth, not the device, but you really want to make sure that you keep these kind of devices clean. It extends the life of them. It really helps extend the investment that you made, but you want to make sure that it is clean and sanitary before you use anything on your skin or your face. So I'm just cleaning it with my Listerine spray. And again, spray the cloth and make sure the device is unplugged before you clean. And so I'm going to put this back in here, but I am going to wipe down the control and just make sure that the plugs and everything are in good working order so that it is safe. Okay, so this I keep in my linen closet as well. I keep all of this accessible so that I remind myself, hey, it's time to use those devices and that product to enhance my facial experience. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about supplements. Now, I'm just going to say this. I'm not a physician, and I'm not going to make any kind of medical recommendation. I am going to say you may want to do some research on collagen supplements, particularly if you're getting up close to my age, because there is a ton of research out there that does promote the fact that collagen does help build more collagen in our skin. So collagen supplements. So I have two. I have some that I drink in ice, like an iced beverage, but I also have the collagen peptides that I put into my coffee. So I'm getting a double dose of collagen every day. And this is research-based, does show. Now you want to do the research and find out what type of collagen is going to work for you. I do like this company, so I buy their products, but I don't endorse anything, and I'm not a paid endorser. But I'm just saying, if you do have supplements that you want to take for your skin, make sure that you've consulted with your physician and your primary care provider to make sure that it's safe and that there's no medicine interactions with any medications that you may be taking. But also, if you have some over-the-counter supplements that you are taking, if they're sitting in a cabinet somewhere, or they're sitting on the kitchen counter somewhere, or they're in some sort of bin or box or basket, and you aren't even aware that you have them, then they aren't doing you any good and you are not really capitalizing on that investment. So take some time today, it being a great day, to just gather all of your facial and skincare product and devices and go through them and create a plan. Now, we have a framework already on Mondays and Fridays, but do what works for you. You may want to do your facial skincare routines on Sundays. But now that you know what you have, develop like a little schedule, just a little template of, okay, I'm going to exfoliate first, I'm going to use my facial mask, I'm going to moisturize, I'm going to use my microcurrent or my microderm abrasion or my microneedling, whatever, my gua sha, my jade rollers, any facial device that you have. Start to develop a plan of how you're going to integrate those into your health and beauty routines. And I went over my routine, so hopefully that will give you a good head start on your framework, but it's going to depend on what devices you have. Now, I'm not going to recommend any of these devices to you because I can't even tell you if they work. I haven't been using them long. But, you know, as these videos go on, you can tell me if you notice a difference. So that is our goal for today. And I hope this helps you to start capitalizing on these resources that you have to enhance the way you look and feel. You're going to feel good because you're taking time for self-care, but you're also going to feel good because you're validating this purchase. You purchase these items with the intention to enhance the way you look and feel. They're not doing anything if they're sitting in the back of a cabinet and they just become an energetic drain because it's clutter. But when you interact with these, you feel positive, you feel empowered, you feel like you're doing something to help enhance the way you look and feel, and that's motivating. Okay, I hope this helps. Please let me know in your comments, give me some feedback, and let me know what your skincare routine is. How are you integrating these into your life? That could be a springboard for somebody else. So until the next video, I thank you for your time. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Until then.